Next, what does it take to adopt a child? We'll follow these new families every step of the way on back-to-back episodes of Adoption Stories. Next on Discovery Health Channel. A couple with 3 biological children take an emotional journey to adopt a 4th.
I hope to tell him his story, how Mommy and Daddy got to go to his country and meet his foster mom, and how Chloe and William and Amelia were all at the airport waiting for him, and how it was just a wonderful day for all of us.
Next on Adoption Stories.
We just aren't complete yet. We just feel like we need another one.
Yeah.
They just bring so much happiness to us.
Be careful if they're
William,
Chloe.
try to pump your legs.
For a loving couple with 3 healthy biological children, wanting more kids might seem unbelievable to some.
You push me.
Okay.
To the moon.
But for Bill and Emily Bryan, it was their love of children that made them long for a 4th.
Whoa, Amelia! Hold on tight.
Thus began their adoption story, an extraordinary tale of distant lands, deep heartbreak, and finally joy. It's a journey they could hardly have imagined as high school sweethearts growing up in central Kentucky.
We were in English class together, and he sat behind me, and
This was a sophomore in high school.
yeah, we were 15, or I was 15, he was 16, and we started passing notes, I think.
Their relationship grew, and right after college, Bill and Emily got married. By the time they moved to Evansville, Indiana in 1999, they had 3 children.
All totally different in their personalities and how they react to things.
Bill and Emily had always planned on having at least 4 kids, if not more.
We talked from the get-go that we wanted a large family. I'm from a big family, and I feel more comfortable with noise and larger, louder environments, I guess.
But Emily's 3rd pregnancy was extremely difficult, and even after giving birth, her problems persisted.
Just constant bleeding and just pain, a lot of pain and discomfort. And so after it was about 18 months that all that went on, and one surgery where they tried to correct that, and that failed.
Doctors decided Emily must undergo a hysterectomy, which would prevent her from having the large family she'd always dreamed about. While saddened by the results, Emily was relieved to finally be feeling better and accepted that her family was complete. For their 10th anniversary, Bill and Emily decided to take a Caribbean cruise. It was then their lives took a drastic turn.
We were talking about how blessed we were and how we felt so happy to have each other and our 3 beautiful children. And Bill just out of nowhere said, well, you know, we could always look into adopting. For me, that's all it took.
The Bryans turned to a local agency called Families Through International Adoption. It was there they met Keith Wallace, the executive director of the agency.
When people come and say they want to adopt, what we try to do is educate them about the system, inform them about the issues, and we encourage them to participate in support groups and other organizations that prepare families for parenting an adopted child.
After some research, the Bryans learned that with domestic adoptions, birth mothers often decide at the last minute to keep their children. In hopes of avoiding disappointment, they decided to adopt internationally, a less risky, more predictable process. Emily's friend Carol was cautiously supportive of their plan.
I remember throwing a lot of what-ifs at her, saying, you know, what if your children don't accept this child? Or, gosh, what if he always feels like he doesn't fit in because he's not one of your biological children? So I threw all those things at her.
What we came to realize is there's no guarantees with children. They're just little gifts from God, no matter if you give birth to them or if you adopt them. They're all little gifts, and you love them because they're yours.
Just 4 weeks into the adoption process, the Bryans received their referral, a healthy 8-day-old Guatemalan boy.
And we got pictures and we were thrilled. When I saw that first little picture of them, you know, you just fall in love. They're real when you see them.
4 days later, however, the Bryans' worst fear came true. The birth mother had changed her mind.
Bill was at work and I called him and hysterically. It was a huge loss because we loved him and he was ours. We felt like he was ours already.
But the Bryans didn't lose hope. 10 days later, they received a second referral for a boy they soon named Chase.
And then this is Chase, and that was our first picture we got, his referral picture. And he's about 2 days old there. We don't know anything about his birth father. We do know a little bit about his birth mother. She was a minor.
Bill and Emily told their children their family was about to grow, but not by traditional means.
Guatemala.
Guatemala. Where is that?
In Mexico. Close to Mexico. Very good.
Chloe.
Who's in Guatemala? Chase. Who's Chase? Our brother. Our baby brother. Yeah. That's right.
We can tell him that he's adopted and tell him all his adopted stories and read him books and stuff and teach him some Spanish because my dad's brother, he can really talk in Spanish.
What are you gonna do?
Him being different adds to our family, especially that the children will know that it's okay to be different. It's okay that we don't all look alike and you don't have to. And you're loved and it's okay to be that way. And I hope that my 3 biological children will learn that from him.
4 months after first seeing Chase's photo, the Bryans are finally ready to fly to Guatemala and meet him face to face.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to see his face and to be able to to touch his face and to tell him that we love him and that we're never going to leave him.
We're very close to seeing the end stage of the process. So we're very, very excited, I would say.
Discovery Health Channel is proud to support the National Adoption Center. Finally, the dream to adopt comes true, and Discovery Health Channel is there for every transatlantic flight to every tear of joy. Watch Adoption Stories, next on Discovery Health Channel.
Start the school day off right and give your kids the fuel they need every morning. Florida orange juice is full of vitamins and minerals. That's why it's the best start under the sun.
Huh, he gets all the attention. But we know how it'll end. Streaks, spots, give me some Jet Dry. Just 1 bottle a month.
Jet Dry, once a month for sparkling dishes. Get a free sample of Jet Dry at jetdry.com.
In the beginning, it's always the same little lullaby, the same special toy, maybe the same expensive diapers to stop leaks. Ugh, maybe not. Things change, so change to Love's. They cost less and they're guaranteed to work on leaks, or your money back. Just call their No Leaks phone number. Where else are you gonna get a guarantee like that?
I can't even guarantee I'll get a shower every day.
Live and learn and then get Love's.
If you want to get a jump on the day, you better get started the night before. That's why there's Tylenol PM. It stops your pain and eases you into a restful night's sleep, so you wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day. Safe, non-habit-forming Tylenol PM. With a great night's sleep, the day belongs to you. Tylenol PM.
In every life, there's a crossroads, a moment where one decision can last a lifetime. Don't miss Defining Moments, Thursday beginning at 8.
We are going today to pick up Chase in Guatemala and bring him home forever.
Today, Bill and Emily Bryan say goodbye to their 3 biological kids in Indiana and set off for Guatemala to adopt their 4th. a 4-month-old baby boy they will call Chase.
Baby.
I just can't stop thinking about him and thinking about the moment that we're actually going to meet him and get to hold him and touch him, and it's an overwhelming feeling.
This is Chase's ticket, his one-way ticket home.
You be a good helper to Nana, okay? Be a good boy. Give me a hug.
Oh, I love you. Mommy will miss you.
When we get back, you'll have your new brother, okay? In a couple of ways, I regret the children not getting to go with us to get Chase, but I'm glad because then Bill and I'll have that special time with just Chase. So I'm going to cherish those couple of days that we have with just him.
Bye. I love you. Bye. 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 I love you. I love you.
At the departure gate, Bill and Emily are joined by Chris Huber and Kathy Carver, staff members of Families Through International Adoption. Several times each year, Chris accompanies adoptive families to Guatemala, providing practical as well as personal support.
Probably the high point will be receiving our child, the whole interaction between the foster mother who's been caring for their child for the past 4 months and the families receiving them. It's just very, very emotional.
With some 5 million residents, Guatemala City is a dense tapestry of people just trying to get by, and many who fall by the wayside. In a modest neighborhood, tucked up against the hills, lives 21-year-old Claudia Zayas, Chase's foster mother since he was 12 hours old. Claudia is no stranger to children. Before being entrusted with Chase, she watched her mother nurture several foster infants. But this is her first experience providing primary care for a child. And it will be the first time she herself will experience the pain of giving up a baby.
She always knows this day has to come, but she's sad and happy at the same time because she knows the baby gonna be much better.
To provide that future for Chase, Bill and Emily endure a long-distance marathon of airports, plane changes, and ticket mishaps. But when the Bryans finally arrive in Guatemala City late that night, they are all smiles.
Mom, you excited?
Very.
What's today?
A little nervous. Today's Gotcha Day.
Gotcha Day.
The 27th.
It is now the next morning, the day Bill and Emily will finally meet their new son, Chase. Although they can hardly wait to see him, they feel for Chase's foster mother, Claudia. They have brought a photo for her to keep and a letter expressing their gratitude.
And it says, "There will never be the words to thank you. I hope you know we are grateful and will always have you in our hearts and prayers. We will always keep this picture for Chase so he can see how much you loved and cared for him. May God bless you. You have done his good work."
Chris Huber and Luis Sagarminagua, a representative of the Guatemalan law firm that arranged Chase's adoption, will drive Claudia and Chase to the Bryans Hotel.
She knows this family, if they want to adopt a baby, it's because they need a baby. They need somebody to love and give a lot of love. As the same happened to her.
As exciting as it is for us, we have to respect her feelings, and I'm sure she's going through probably mixed emotions, probably more on the sadness realm of it because of her having to give up Chase. But I'm sure she's happy too, knowing that he's gonna go to a loving home.
I mean, I want her to keep Chase and hold him until she's ready to say goodbye.
Bill and Emily receive word that Claudia and Chase are about to arrive.
Your hand shaking.
I don't know, I told you.
I'm trying not to cry.
Said she's feeling very sad, but she's ready to give him to his family. Está muy tranquilo. Se ve que el niño está muy bien con usted. Muy contento con usted.
Sí, porque se va con sus papás.
I don't know why I'm crying. I'm so excited. It's actually happening.
Life after 40. The house, the kids, the bills. It can take a toll.
You just want to remember that makeup is supposed to enhance your beauty, not conceal your beauty.
Now, a way for women like Debbie to fight back.
Basically, I started off with a skin smoothing foundation.
She's getting a makeover with products designed for 40-something skin.
What's so great about this is that it has a product called Kynotin in it, and it helps reduce the appearance of fine lines.
Kynotin is natural, a plant-based ingredient that can help your skin.
It's a gel cream formula, so it actually stays on top of the skin as opposed to setting in the wrinkles.
Come on out, Debbie. Let's see how sexy she is. You ready to go home and try some tips?
For a complete guide to women's health and sexuality, watch Berman and Berman. And for more information about skincare, visit our website at discovery.com/health.
This information was brought to you by Almay, hypoallergenic.
Need a lift? We'll take your lashes up, up, and amazing. Introducing new Almay Bright Eyes. The mascara with a revolutionary dual-action brush. One side coats with pearlescent color. The other side sweeps your lashes for 1, 2, triple the lift. For wider, brighter, beautiful eyes. New Almay Bright Eyes. Very uplifting. Try the full Bright Eyes collection for the ultimate Bright Eyes look. Almay Hypoallergenic.
Okay, thank you. Found the perfect house? I think so. Where are you getting your loan?
Our friend knows this mortgage broker.
How do you know it's the best loan for you and not the mortgage broker?
We don't.
Well, at eLoan, you get a personal loan consultant who's not driven by commissions on the type of loan you choose, so you get the right loan at a great rate.
That is a great rate.
Nothing should come between you and the right loan. That's why there's eLoan. Apply now at eLoan.com or call 1-800-ELOAN22.
A new baby brings great joy to a family, as well as potential treatment for nearly 40 life-threatening diseases. Discover the miracle of umbilical cord blood banking with Viacord. For your baby, for your family, for life. Viacord. Bank on us for life. Pregnant? Get a free cord blood information kit. Call 1-866-VIACORD.
Can I borrow this? Thanks. Now we've got everything to entertain a bored pig.
What you're doing is great. So we bring out the food, her favorite.
Meet the Beverly Hills Vet. She'll do whatever it takes to help the people of LA and their pets. Series premiere Tuesday, September 2nd at 8, only on Animal Planet.
They're yours the second you see them. They're your child.
After 7 months of waiting and almost 2,000 miles of travel to Guatemala, the Bryans are anxious to meet their baby boy. The anticipation is overwhelming. Claudia, a first-time foster mother, must now relinquish the 6-month-old baby she has nurtured since the day he was born.
Why don't you take it?
You take it, Marcia.
Come here, big guy.
Whoa. I'm sorry.
He's smaller than what we were imagining in his pictures. He was more full in the face and
I thought he was gonna be chubby, but
Yeah.
he's just perfect. Mommy's so happy to see you. I'm your mommy.
Even though I hate to see her going through such a difficult time of having to give him up. At the same time, that gives us the confidence to know he's been well cared for and well loved. I mean, he's received excellent care. I mean, you can tell just from the way she treats and the way she talks to him.
In Spanish.
The Bryans give Claudia a letter expressing their gratitude, along with a framed photo of Chase in her arms.
No sé si usted se acuerda de este momento. Ahí tenía como un mes.
Claudia, who until now has known Chase as Juan Jose, has also composed a letter.
She wants you to know a little bit about Juan Jose and says how special he is for her and her husband, how much they've loved him, just as if he was their own child. Even though they're going to miss him a lot, that she knows that he's going to be happy with you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Bye. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the comfort and privacy of their room, Bill, Emily, and Chase share their first moments as a family.
You're so happy to see your mommy and daddy.
That's funny right there, yeah.
I haven't believed that it was actually going to happen until today. There's just always been, there's